My 1974 lime green Layla Mini is getting very close now. And well, after years of storage and neglect, I can't wait to finish her off, get her back on all fours and out on the road. I am pumped. No, I am stoked actually with the results I'm getting with the Limey Bastard here and how quickly the project has progressed since the last video. I thought it would take a hell of a lot longer to get where I am today, right now, but alas, here we are. And I'm pretty keen to show you what we've done with the interior, the wheels, and much, much more. This was never going to be a ground up rebuild, not like the Ningy Nugget. This was always going to be a rescue and resuscitate project. That way I can sort out those problems that were in need of addressing, like the rust, stopping it in its tracks. And I want to get it out on the road as soon as possible, out in society, and get it to a new owner who might throw even more new love at it and do those bigger things like perhaps engine rebuilds and window rubbers and suspension and stuff like that. There's still a few more things to finish off. We've got to clear coat it and I want to work in the boot a bit more and a couple of little things to address in the interior, but overall she's done. In a nutshell, she's done, and I'm happy how it sits, how it looks, the stance, the rust, the patina, and all of those things. But I don't want to leave you in the lurch, so let's dig into the camera and take a look at the footage to see how I got to this point over the last couple of weeks. Fuck yeah. How the fuck does that get in there? I did struggle with those door cards, but tell you what, they were very well made and they were a very tight fit. That's why I had problems. I decided to paint the vinyl on the wheel arches. It looks good. As well as the little vinyl strip that runs along the door pocket. Ow! That is a prick. Finally, with the last piece of the puzzle, the front seats installed, the interior has come up quite a treat, don't you reckon? Looks smashing. Yes, upholstery's done. I'm going to screw in a few extra pieces. Upon revving the Mini, when it's parked up on the jack stands, it feels like there's a vibration, so I've ordered up some new bushings for the stays, I think they're called, that support the engine. This was also a good opportunity to replace the thermostat. Then I cranked her over and let her warm up and see if we had any leaks. After reading everyone's comments in relevance to these wheels, it was a 50-50 split, so I took it upon myself and went with my gut instinct and tried to create something that I felt suited the build a little more. This is round one. I wasn't happy with the colour. Next to get treatment was the boot lid. It was in a bit of a state. The paint was peeling because it wasn't prepped properly previously. So I decided to wet sandblast it, coat her up in some spray putty, wet and dry it back and get ready for that slick, hairy line. Oh. All right, round two on those bloody wheels. Boot lid's been done, not 1,000,000%. It's enough, it's better than it was. And I need to, now that it's painted, wet and dry it back so that we get the metal exposed in a few spots so that we can rust that up. The side strips are on, the door rubber is on and it opens beautifully, closes nice. Amazing what a new rubber can do. Wheels, now, you saw in the footage, I painted them copper. So the problem with the wheels is, I think they were powder coated before because they were very well done. I sanded them very lightly and put the copper color on you saw, and I'm not happy with that. Then I've put another paint color over the top of that again, and I did scuff the copper. I think the copper's a very soft paint, and the base coat that I put on and then the clear has reacted, and they're a little funky. They look good, but if you get real close, they're not 1,000,000% as well. And they're gonna chip real easy. Even though I've sanded them, they're gonna chip real easy. So for now, I'm gonna put them on so that I can get the car outside and driving around. Later down the track before I sell it, I will powder coat them. I'd like to do that because I really think that color looks good. It might even be a slightly darker bronze. We want to get it outside, get the rust happening, then clear coat it. And she's pretty close. I've got to put the indicators on, which I'm going to do now. So we've gone through the processes on the boot lid here, and it's starting to take shape with the rust. The rust looks a little different to the rust that's on the car. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. We're just going to let that ripen before actually no, I'll apply that today. I think I'm going to put it on the, I was going to say truck, I'm going to put it on the, I'll put it on the Limey Bastard today. I need to accelerate the rust on this to catch up to the rest of the car. I will be installing the Mini Spares bash plate. Hopefully I've got to drill into some chassis and some bracing to put that on, and I've got some headlight guards that I think will look pretty tough on the old Limey Bastard as well. I'll get onto that, and hopefully today with the wheels on and everything sorted, the boot lid on, I'm going to put the rubber on that too, we will, yeah, we'll have it down on all fours and ready to drive. Wheel nuts. Ah, yes, yes indeed. Narrowly averted a disgusting tragedy. In my haste to get the car out on the road and have a bit of a run, I had forgotten to tighten up the wheel nuts on the passenger side. I had put them on. I did up the driver's side, but I was peeling that paint that I was talking about, so I thought I'll give it a day or two to cure, and then I'll tighten those passenger side wheel nuts up. Yeah, I didn't remember to do that. Luckily, I only went around the block. I had to pull up twice. I thought, what's that fucking noise? There's a funny noise. It got louder and I went, oh, shit. So I putted my way around the corner, got to the top of the hill up here, stopped, had a look. Ooh, clunk, clunk, wheels loose. Went around the next corner. Ooh, I better stop. And I was about, I don't know, 200 meters up the street. I looked at the wheel nuts. 2 were now missing, so I had to walk up and grab those. Then I came down. And as you saw, I grabbed the tyre iron, nipped them up. Luckily, I got it home, jacked her up and put the wheel nuts on correctly. Fingers crossed no damage has been done. And I have been out and about driving it, and I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. I thought with the new rubber on it, and you know, it's just loud and noisy. It looks good, but I think it needs a timing chain. I don't know if these run a chain, but that's what the noise is. It's very rattly. And I think I might need to go to a guy called Paul Reed, I believe, from Reed Speed at Brisbane here locally, and get him to give it a once over and have a look at a few things just to make sure that, you know, I'm not going to damage it by driving it around. Hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gents. Find a bite, fix it, flip it, have some fun along the way. The Limey Bastard has come a long way. Doesn't look it. Someone next door looked at it and said, oh, you're going to paint this one? I said, that's it, it's done. Still got the clear coat to go on it, but look, I think it looks great. What do you reckon? Let me know down in the comments, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. Ciao.